Seriously, how did things come to this? We've drawn quite the crowd, haven't we?
I don't give a damn about that, but I know this is a good opportunity. Been a while, Wazzy. Let's find out which one of us is stronger, once and for all.
Well, I can't deny that now's a good chance to get some closure and settle things. I won't hold back. Come at me with everything you have.
Yeah, damn straight I will.
All units, split up and get to work. There's still plenty of fallen debris to clear, residential district included. But remember, civilian safety is always our top priority.
Yes, ma'am!
What's that sound? And where have I heard it before?
I figured you must have been busy, so I made you lunch. Wanna go eat together?
Seriously, how did things come to this? We've drawn quite the crowd, haven't we?
I don't give a damn about that. But I know this is a good opportunity. Been a while, Wazzy. Let's find out which one of us is stronger. Once and for all.
Well, I can't deny that now's a good chance to get some closure and settle things. I won't hold back. Come at me with everything you have.
Yeah, damn straight I will.
You two are too old to be acting like this. Don't you realize how much trouble you're causing for the entire neighborhood?
Ugh, it's unsettling to see all these OZ mirages roaming around.
I won't hesitate to eliminate any that prove to be hostile, even if I do feel sorry for them.
Think of it as helping them be at peace now that the Great Twilight Silver in the Black Workshop's gone.
These may be challenging times for the Rhineford Company, but it is just as much a new beginning. I'm expecting rapid growth from you, leading the 4th Development Division. Show me that I was right to place my faith in your talents as our daughter. Have I made myself clear?
Do pick up the pace. You're only at the halfway point.
This isn't a keep, you know. They can do what they want. Ignore them, guys. Take all the time you need.
Thanks, George. Will do. Sounds like they're back to their old routine.
Pretty awesome, Nami. We gotta hang out and play more often.
Given how much this concerns you, Milliam, you should know this isn't playtime.
Please, just try to take this a little bit seriously.
I'm so glad that you were able to make it here.
Whoa!
Isn't that...
Father?
I apologize if my appearance startled you. This is only a recording, I'm afraid. One I pieced together before Alberic, when I was still myself. I'm afraid I might end up rambling from time to time as a result, but you'll have to forgive me.
Oh.
It's like that projection technology that Tio once used.
I presume you being here means that you are fully back to normal, Milliam. What a relief that is. Now that you and Altina are freed from the Twilight's burden, you can finally live the lives you deserved all along. You can now grow as human beings, completely free of the limitations you were subject to before. I hope you will take this chance to learn, love, and experience all the world has to offer now that your lives are your own.
They really are ours now.
I always thought it was weird how we never got much taller, but maybe that's a thing of the past now. I hope you're ready for my insanely huge boobies uses, cause they're gonna be bustin'!
If only you were half as much concerned with your mental maturity as you were with your physical.
I apologize for never becoming a first disciple worthy of you, Professor Schmidt. I'd hoped to leave you a better capstone project before moving on to my own, and to this day, I regret that I could not. But I have no doubt your other disciples, Makarov, George, Tita, will go on to circle laps around my accomplishments. I hope you'll support the next generation, as well as continue being the pinnacle of excellence they should strive to follow. May you live only the longest and happiest of lives.
I have my doubts as to whether they'll ever equal you, never mind surpass you. But you always were a dreamer.
I'm with the professor on this one, but that won't stop me from trying. The last thing I want is for my own laziness to prevent me from standing tall with the rest of us engineers.
To Elisa, I'm so sorry again for what I've put you through. My actions have forced you to endure losing your father not once, but twice. But you have grown so much, and I know you have the strength to overcome that loss. May your life be brimming with joy. Joy shared by your mother, grandfather, Sharon, and everyone who loves you. Your happiness matters to me more than anything else in this world.
Father, I'll be okay. Just knowing that you were thinking of me this much is enough.
What did I tell you? There I go with my rambling. Now, before we part, I'd like to share a lesson I learned too late. When technology's architects leave this world, they do not get to take their creations with them. They cannot control who succeeds them, nor can their noble intentions prevent others from using their works for ill. Still, just as you overcame the Twilight, so too will you overcome any and all obstacles that might come your way. To all who hear these words, I leave my loved ones, the Empire, and the future in your capable hands.
Father.
He's gone.
Quite the Herculean task to leave us with.
Perhaps it's the duty that falls on those of us fortunate enough to live on.
I suppose you're right. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I was able to come here and see Father one last time.
As am I.
And I'm super glad I've got Lammy back. Thanks for helping me out, guys. That means you too, Nammy.
Our work is done then.
Hello? Shirazard speaking.
About time. Wasn't sure if a call this long distance was going to get through.
Wait, Aina? Holy cow, Aina! It's been so long! So, how do you like the Grand Cell branch? How's the new job treating you?
It's wild, is what. You wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork that has to be done just to pass on the torch to me. Alnon did enough work around here for 10 people, but I'll make it work.
He's always been a machine. I'm almost sad he got promoted over to the Le Mans headquarters. But if anyone's got the chops to carry on his work, it's you. Take good care of Liberal for me, okay?
You know I will. I know what I'm getting into, but I'm up for the challenge. Only part that bums me out is not being able to see you as much. I miss you, girl.
I miss you too. I do plan on staying registered as a bracer, but between you and me, I think it'll be tough to stay active on the field. But if you're ever in need, I'll be there.
Don't stress. We've got enough bracers we're training over here, so as long as nothing big happens, you're good. I love knowing you got my back, though. If only I could be there to have your back on your big day.
I told you before, it's fine. You're in a big adjustment period right now. Representing Liberal's branches from now on is enough without throwing weddings into the mix.
Don't I know it? But I know I'll be top shelf at it. You just wait and see. And once I've got all my bases covered here, I'm carving out a big chunk of time so I can see you.
Sounds like a plan to me. We're long overdue for a drinking night.
I'll have to bring some of the good stuff with me. Well, I'll let you go now, but I'm glad we got to talk. And congrats on getting hitched! As your best friend, I couldn't be happier for you.
Aina. And I couldn't be happier to hear that from my best friend.
Well, this case is certainly conspicuous.
Time to sneak a peek at our prize. This is it! This is my wedding dress!
Well, I'll be. It doesn't appear to have been damaged or dirtied in any way. That's a relief.
Oh, it is. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if anything had happened. Oh, there's another card. I thought we were done with riddles.
Let's see. You have done well to solve my riddles, bride and groom. To reward your efforts in overcoming these few obstacles as a team, I return your wedding dress. I wish also to extend my most heartfelt congratulations on your union.
Oh yeah, real heartfelt. Maybe don't steal the dress in the first place if you're going for the warm and fuzzies.
He's always been an unconventional one. Let me read the rest. There is a second compartment beneath the surface of this case. If you would, kindly remove its bottom panel to find a gift from me to you. Interesting.
Oh, Adios. What are we in for now?
I think he's being sincere. He's just also being rather roundabout with it in a charmingly bashful sort of way. I don't see why we shouldn't do it.
Okay then, if you insist.
What will we find, I wonder?
Wait, a tiara?
I almost can't believe this. This is the tiara that was stolen from our family.
Really? But how did Phantom Thief B get his hands on it when it's been missing for over a decade?
Maybe he'll give us an answer. Rumor had it this tiara was passed down through the royal family of a great country in western Zemuria. My eternal quest for beauty led me to finding it some time ago. Indeed, it is a most beautiful treasure. Yet something like this would only truly shimmer atop the head of the one to whom it belongs. That, of course, would be the silver streak. And so do I give this to you. A certain wandering bard once told me that true beauty is love, which, to this day, I find difficult to trust. But I would welcome being convinced by one who lives his life true to those words. To your blessed future. Now that might be the closest thing to beauty he's ever achieved.
Yeah, I didn't know he had it in him to be so decent. But I also couldn't picture him going about this any other way.
I should say so. My, oh my. It'll be hard for anyone else to top his gift, won't it? I suppose the best way we can show him our appreciation is get to convincing him how beautiful our love is.
Good thing we've got a head start.
It appears he's not the only one who has a message for us. I think you ought to be the one who reads this part.
What for? It couldn't be. To my sweet little sister Scheherazade, I'm so happy to hear you're getting married. You may or may not have heard rumors of where I've been of late, but know that you have no reason to worry about me. I hope this eases the weight on your heart, so that you can fully devote yourself to your own happiness. Lucy.
Word was that she used to work as a fortune teller in Michelin, right?
Right. I've also heard she's been keeping her distance from this society. But words and hearsay don't hold a candle to her telling me to devote myself to my own happiness. She hasn't changed one bit. It's almost funny to think back on how my life's worked out. How all the people I've met, Luciola, Cassius, Ina, Estelle, Joshua, led me to my next fateful encounter. How, somewhere through all those, they helped lead me to you.
When you look back on the complexities of life, you start to realize how great the chances were of us never meeting. But we did. Now our two paths have become one, with endless possibilities to be built upon in our future.
It makes me wonder who else we'll meet that will drastically, irreversibly change our lives. It'd make me very happy if Luciola was one of those people again one day.
I know for a fact that she will be, Shara. I swear to you, to the goddess, to myself, that I will always strive to make you happy. That no matter how much time passes, I will never let go of your hand.
Good, because I'm never letting go of yours. That's how much I love you, Olivier.
I bear many a sin upon my shoulders. One is from realizing the great twilight, throwing the Empire... no, all of Zemuria into chaos. One is watching Milliam sacrifice herself without so much as lifting a finger. One is using the talent His Excellency the late Chancellor found within me to avenge my father by my own hands. One is tearing my family apart. My crimes are numerous and eternal, and yet I am allowed to remain in the RMP like nothing has changed. That isn't because my sins have been forgiven. If nothing else, I refuse to forgive myself for them. A sinner should never expect to be forgiven. We have no such right. All I can do is resolve to rebuild the world that we had destroyed with my own two hands. That is all I am capable of.
This is a surprise.
Is she a friend of yours?
Nope. I thought she was talking to you.
Have we met?
Huh. So you don't recognize me? Well, makes sense in its own way. We haven't seen each other since our families parted ways. It's Isara. Isara Irving?
My sins will never disappear. I committed them, and now I must shoulder them forever, even after the Empire begins anew. But I also need not shoulder them alone. I have friends and family who will share my burdens with me. That, at least, is something I can be proud of. Right, Emile?
You have my thanks, Miss Valestine, Ms. Kruger. Both for helping with the RMP's investigation and saving my sister. I am greatly in your debt.
Hey now, think nothing of it. We were all about helping out.
Indeed. That Lady Isara is all right is enough of a reward in itself.
I'm really sorry for kicking up so much of a fuss. As for you, Claire, I guess I owe you thanks. Even if you let the guy get away.
Isara, there's no need.
It's okay. What she's saying is true.
What the culprit said has given us much cause for concern.
Yeah, as the older gen of the group here, we're going to need to step up our game. If anything else happens, don't hesitate to call me. I'll be there in a flash.
Thank you. I will be sure to take you up on that.
Well, at least you're not as much of a lost cause as you used to be. You're no longer the dolt who bottles everything up and leaves the rest of us to figure you out. But I am a little bugged that I wasn't part of you finally letting down those walls.
I'd like to believe that I've changed, yes. A little. I've met a lot of people in just a few short years, like the ones at Thor's, who've been an incredible influence on me. But I still have so much further to go, and so much more I can prove to you. So I'll do all that I can to be a person you're both proud to call family, for you and for Emile.
Sure, whatever. You get to that. All the best, Claire.
Yeah, all the best.
So, I was thinking about it, and I'm going to take you up on your offer after all.
Well, that was sudden. Are you sure? I realize that we are the ones asking you to come, but it's not going to be an easy job.
Oh, I know. Suffice it to say that Thor's has piqued my interest now that I've seen how much it's changed Claire.
So it has.
Yo, didn't think you guys would beat us.
Sorry to keep you waiting, kittens.
Not at all. We only just got here ourselves. The gang's finally back together.
I honestly wasn't sure whether I should come, but you were kind enough to invite me, so how could I say no?
Well, shall we get this celebration underway? Let the pre-party of the Thor's 220th class reunion begin!
Hot damn. Gotta level with you guys. Today was more of a blast than I ever expected.
That was your first time on campus in a while, so I'm not surprised you got into it. I'm glad I came too.
Well, you're welcome back anytime. Students were happy to see you. So, once things have settled down in Jirai, you're planning to go travel all on your own, right, Crow?
That's the plan. I think I'm a smidge too old for journeys of self-discovery, to be honest. But I wouldn't even be here now if not for Ordine and the rest. It makes me want to find meaning in my life, you know?
Yeah.
Well, make the most of it.
My investigation into the Black Workshop is mostly done, so I'm asking if the professor will let me stay at the Ruhr Institute. Nothing's gonna erase the bad I've put into the world. But that doesn't mean I can't try to put in some good.
I think that's a good idea. Perfect, even.
We're all living through a time of great change for the Empire. For the whole continent, really. The class system we've all accepted as an immutable part of Erebonian life is on its way out the door. That's why I need to talk to Father about what our family can do for the people of Nortia going forward. What about you, Toa? Have you decided whether you're going to leave the branch campus or not?
You knew?
You forget, we four go way back. We figured it out ages ago. That's about the only thing that could be eating at you like this right about now.
We're here if you need friends to talk it through with, Toa. That's what we're here for. To lean on when the going gets tough.
Guys. Alright, you win. You remember how I went around and helped multiple NGOs after graduating? One of those groups helps rebuild areas hit by disaster or war. And they resolve diplomatic disputes as a neutral party. Well, that organization's director got in touch with me recently. They said their goal was to help address the scars the war has left on the world. And they want me to help.
Huh. I didn't think you'd been asked to help do something that big.
Fits you like a glove, though. Between the Civil War, this last war, and the trade conference, you've shown you're great at desk work, negotiating, and so much more. I can see you really being able to make a difference in a place like that, which must be what they see in you, too.
I feel like they're overestimating me a little, to be honest. While the war might technically be over, we're still very much feeling its effects. It's been 6 months since we all came together to end the Great Twilight, but a great shadow still looms over us.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about the hell being raised in Jirai and Northumbria. Crossbell's never not feeling it.
And those who played a part in bringing it about still have atoning to do. Myself included.
And then there are the people scarred by the war.
You know what I think, Toa? I think you have your answer already.
Yeah, maybe I do. I can't deny it's a really important task. I'd likely be able to help the Empire and all of Zumeria far more in this role than if I were just to stay an instructor. Objectively speaking, I'm also sure I could handle the workload involved. Even so,
This takes me back to Thor's. Remember when we were in on those Arcus tests? You were totally bewildered as to why you'd been chosen at first.
Oh. I really was. We were all good friends by that point. But I remember being so confused on why Instructor Sarah picked me. You and Crow were two of the most capable students in our year. George was one of Professor Schmidt's disciples and a highly gifted engineer in his own right. And then there was me, an ordinary girl who just knew my way around organizing files a little better than most.
I don't know. If anyone else said they became student council president in the first year, I wouldn't believe them. That's something you handled like it was nothing, I might add. Even with the Arcus tests thrown into the mix. While on our field studies, you'd prepared the rest of the council for every kind of eventuality without fail. And then you still had the energy to support us by drafting up game plans and guiding us wherever we went.
We would have been up shit creek without those. Sarah was some kind of slave driver on us innocent babes. You made it so we did more than squeak by on those tests. Even made him a fond memory. You're the glue that holds us together, Toa.
You're all gonna make me blush. I was only able to do all of that because I had you. You noticed how anxious I was and gave me a gentle push in the right direction. Having you all at my back gave me the strength to face forward. That's why I was able to handle everything. So much happened during our years at the academy, both good and bad. But no matter how grim things looked, we always got through them by supporting each other. And before I knew it, I'd really come to love Thors. And there was Class 7. I never could have dreamed when I met everyone that we'd make it through 2 wars together. But here we are.
I doubt anyone could have seen all that's happened coming.
It's been wild beyond belief, yeah. Remember when I died? Fun times.
I know we use humor to cope, but Hades above, that is grim. Oh, you know, you technically never graduated, did you, Crow? Maybe you could enroll at the branch campus when your journey's all over. Finish up your studies.
Seconding that idea. Don't you want to study under Instructor Reen?
Yeah, 'cause I really want to hit those books.
There's a part of me that wishes I could turn back time and go through school all over again. I only enrolled at Thors because I didn't want to run away from the importance of power in the military. But I got more than I ever bargained for during my time there. And I'm still learning so much by teaching at the branch campus. It was the connections we gained from being part of the Thors family that let us overcome the Great Twilight. And I think those connections are just as important as the work I'd be doing as part of the NGO. Carrying the torch of camaraderie and cooperation forward however we can is our duty as the foundation of the world.
Fair enough.
Sounds to me like your course is set then.
Just follow your heart, Toa. It won't lead you astray. If life takes you to a fork in the road, and neither road feels right to tread, you forge a third path, all your own. That's how Reen's and how our group have always done it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Angie. Thanks for helping me think this through, you guys.
I just sat here looking pretty.
Give it your best, Toa. We'll always be rooting for you. No matter how far apart we are or how much our paths diverge, that will never change.
Never ever.
3 days after the SSS successfully liberated Crossbell, I found myself being the first of my old classmates to see the city in all its newfound freedom. Excuse me, but would you two be Commander Sonia Bells and Vice Commissioner Pierre?
That's correct. Inspector Regnitz, yes? We've been expecting you.
Quite an entourage.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
We've come on behalf of the Government Accountability Inspectorate. I hope we can count on your cooperation during our visit. Ordinarily, the withdrawal of all Erebonian troops and weaponry from Crossbell should have happened immediately after the war. The IDF's occupation had caused a delay, but now it could finally be executed, and overseeing it was our mission. This critical assignment came directly from my father, a task closely linked with Crossbell's independence to boot. Veteran inspectors in Rhineford were entrusted with watching over Tangram Fortress and the local military factory, while I was assigned to the city itself, and my primary focus would be the tower the defense force had occupied. The SSS only knows how to do it big, don't they? Can't believe they pulled this off. I heard Yuna's still out of school to help them in dealing with the aftermath.
Thank you. I think we have a better handle on what happened here now. So after the SSS charged in,
I remember him from the files related to the SSS. First Division, I think. What was his name again? Never mind. I need to focus on work. Off to the 36th floor, then.
Thanks for waiting. Here's one of our very own dark roast specials.
Thank you. There's no better morning ritual than one that starts with a good cup of coffee. Now I can start work with my best foot forward.
Hey, check out the Imperial.
Oh yeah, a pal of mine in the tower was telling me about having to work with that guy.
Thanks for waiting. Here's one of our very own dark roast specials.
much obliged.
Nothing like that first cup of the day.
You're all out of dark roast?
I'm so sorry, sir. I know it's your go-to coffee. Ours is ground with beans imported straight from Orid. But I'm afraid something's happened that's made it impossible to get back in stock. The owner was saying something about crime being afoot.
Wait, what crime is being committed?
Oh, sorry, sir. Listen to me go on.
Not at all. In fact, do go on.
Detective? Well, what he said. Our morning's just not the same without your coffee. If you don't mind, could you let us speak to the owner of this establishment?
Suspects apprehended, 0210 hours.
Sorry, thanks for waiting. Here's one of our very own dark roast specials. Boy, I think my jaw about hit the floor when I heard the case had been solved. Thanks to you two, it barely put a dent in business. We owe you one. So, the owner said it's on the house today.
Oh, wow, thank you. Ah, it's dark roast or nothing in the morning.
I love the way you can feel it coursing through your body from the first sip. Can't start my day without it. And speaking of, I have something I'd like to share with you a little later. Are you free for lunch? I know a place with food that goes spectacular with any brew.
Absolutely, I'm free.
I perfectly understood the choice I made. For the first time in my life, I made a choice entirely of my own free will. There's no one to cling to anymore, no one to protect me. Such is the path I choose to walk. Who in their right mind would call this clean? Maid! That's right. What am I doing? I need some fresh air. That's right. All I am now is Cedric, an unjustly proud, no-good fool. I turned my back on my friends, family, and country the moment I chose this path. That's what they've been trying to get through my thick skull this entire time. So I refuse to die like a worthless dog out here. I won't let that happen. It would be an insult to them after all they've done for me. Huh?
Surrendering?
I do believe that's my line. Because if you don't, then I'm going to cut you down where you stand. Now, come at me!
About time.
So you managed to make it here after all. To be honest, I didn't think you'd still be in one piece.
I wouldn't be if I tried to fight them all at once. I'm wise enough to know how to scatter the enemy and slip by them. It's a basic military tactic that I learned at the academy. Now all that's left is defeating you two and I'll have passed. Don't expect me to take it easy on you.
Is it me, or is there something different about you?
You finally found the resolve to face your fate head on. Good. Then I will respond in kind. You shall be tested by the Blitz as the young Miss Order.
Have it your way. Test me as you see fit.
I still don't get the whole flippin' attitude, but fine! You're about to learn that the world is a cold, cruel place. I, Gilbert Stein, Regimental Commander of the 6th Enhanced Jaeger Brigade, shall be your tutor!
Huh. Well done.
Damn newbie acting like he owns the place!
Oh? Since when has the Society's hierarchy been based on seniority? But no need to look so glum. I'll be certain to find a suitable use for you as an enforcer.
I will not stand for this!
Commander?
The battle is over, sir. I think we should accept...
I'm not accepting anything! I will not be walked all over by this twerp! To my side, Geopash!
So this is your personal aircraft I've heard so much about.
Is it that intimidating? Good. It's going to teach you some respect, newbie. Watch and learn how a real Ouroboros veteran fights.
All right, this has gone on long enough.
Let him have his fun, Gareth.
Are you sure?
Our boy wants to be an enforcer, yeah? Then let him fight his own battles. This is a good chance to see what he can do.
Very well. I'll attend your little class. And once I graduate, I'll show you that I'm done being used. From now on, I'll live life by my terms.
No! This can't be happening! Lord.
Commander.
Not again.
Not bad. See, you can do it if you put your mind to it.
I hope you aren't implying that this was in any way a challenge. My goal is to be an enforcer. Small fry like him won't stand in my way.
Now that's more like it. You should keep fighting like your life depends on it. That's the most fun way to live, if you ask me.
I can't say that sounds very tempting, knowing your twisted sense of fun. But very well. I welcome any challenge. The path I've chosen is in no way righteous, but it is the right path for me. I must learn to walk it and continue forward, even when I'm separated from those who care for me. I've no right to thank any of you, let alone face you and ask for your forgiveness. However, Kurt, Alphen, Olivert, and Reen, I still... I wish you well, Olivert.